What's going on, guys? It's Murky, and as usual, we got another review coming at you today. And today it's going to be the Lurker MK-01. This mouse right here, made by Teamwolf or whatever. It's a LMO clone, 104 by 61 by 37 millimeters, something like that. And yeah, so let's get right into it. First things first, we always start out with the feet for the most part. And these ones, they aren't the greatest. They do the job. They're not like the worst things in the world. They're thick enough to where you can get some life out of them. But as you could probably tell, they're the same as G203 feet. And I do have a set of cord pads that I will be putting on this, but I wanted to do the review as the mouse as it is stock without adding any aftermarket products to it, besides the grips, obviously, because I always do that. And I did use it for a little bit without them, so I can say it. Can speak on that for a little bit. And then we got the cable. Cable's okay. I mean, in a bungee, it's fine. I don't feel it in the bungee. It's surprisingly thin comparatively to other cables, like paracord style cables. This is more like a shoelace style cable, but it's a lot thinner than a shoelace style cable. It's about the same thickness as like a Razor Viper mini cable, but it's much, much, much more flexible than that fucking piece of shit. So there's that. It's not bad at all. I mean, some people would fucking freak out and, oh my god, I need a paracord. I need mouse feet. But it's really not that bad. I haven't noticed it in game or any issues like that while it's been in the bungee, so cool deal on that one. The weight, it's advertised at 45 grams. See if I can find my scale. Oh no. Alright, here it is. And we're zeroed out. We'll just set this sucker right on there. And we're looking at 44.1 with the grips on it. So they advertise it a little over its actual weight, which is kind of cool, I guess. They're not like fucking HK Gaming where it's like 7 grams fucking heavier than what they advertise it at. But yeah, that's cool. Structural integrity of the mouse, it's pretty fucking solid. Like, it's fucking solid. So yeah, that's cool. Sensors of 3389. I've been using it on my Raiden, as you can fucking see, because that's all I use. And I haven't had any issues with tracking, spin outs, pixel by pixel, any of that stuff. So that's cool. Coding, it feels somewhat similar actually to the Serious M coding. It's not the greatest. It does leave fucking like little grease marks and shit, kind of like Logitech G203 would. It's kind of funny how the eggs do that. But yeah, put some grips on it and it's cool, good to go. I haven't had any issues without having grips on the clicks, so, or mouse 1 and mouse 2, the clickers, Anyways, side buttons. They're really, really thin and small, but they're actually pretty fucking good. Like, the size of them obviously is terrible, but the switches in them and like how they actually perform is actually pretty fucking good if you can hit them. But yeah, side buttons are good if you could fucking hit them because they're so goddamn small. But yeah, scroll wheel is fairly standard. Kind of feels like a Microsoft scroll wheel. Fairly large tactile bumps. It's really nothing to brag about. It's not a very good scroll wheel, but it doesn't really have any flaws or things that make it bad, if that makes any sense. There's no RGB on it, so that's a sad one. What else we got? the grip style that this mouse kind of suits is fairly wide because it is such like a bland, I guess you could say, shape. Like the eggs, they just kind of lead to like a freedom of grip. Like you could really grip them like any egg, kind of how you want it, where you want it. Like same sort of deal with this. It's like you can get it into your palm and claw it extremely easily, and like your thumbs line right up with the fucking. Oh, we're moving all around. Lines right up with the mouse button or the side button, so that's cool. So you just kind of hit them up like that, and you're good to go. But I kind of fingertip it like that. Lots of freedom of movement there. Super light. This thing is very heavy. And this is not 44 grams. It's pretty fucking insane. Lightest mouse I think I have. Anyways, used it a USB 2.0. So if you were wondering about any of the things that are going to be inside the mouse, yeah, that's what you're going to have to switch out. Software. The software with this mouse is a little iffy. It works and everything, but there's a glitch or something where if you have the software open, like when you download it and open it up and change your settings to what you want, it defaults the mouse to like 125 polling rate or some shit like that. Terrible, right? So you have to set all your settings in the software, exit it out, and then pull up, and I'll put this link in the description. You pull up this Zowie polling rate tester website, and then you click your back side button and your DPI button, and you scroll through your polling rates till you hit 1,000 hertz, and you'll know by using the website. So that's kind of a bummer that that's a thing with the software and everything, but once you have it all set up, you don't ever have to worry about it ever again. So it's really not a big deal. So, but yeah, so far so good. I like the mouse. It is a niche mouse. It's probably not something that I will like main. You know what I'm saying? But it is fun to use, and I could see some people like maining it and like using it for an extended period of time. Oh, another thing that I almost forgot to mention. The mouse 1 and mouse 2, the gap in between them is a little thin. So on occasion, if you're pressing them down at the same time, make sure my cursor's not on something. Pressing them down at the same time, probably can't even see that with my shit webcam. They will rub a bit. You can take a file and like address that very easily, but it seems to be like self-clearancing itself. I don't know, because the first night I used it, it was kind of happening a little kind of often, and then second day I was using it, I didn't really notice it nearly as much, like maybe once or twice. But that's something to note that I almost forgot, because it really hasn't been an issue recently with using the mouse. So, but yeah, everything on it seems good. Like, it seems like it's gonna hold up. I haven't done the rattle test. There's no rattle in the scroll wheel or anything like that, so that's cool. A little bit when you slam it, but that's normal. I'm fucking slamming the thing. But yeah, I'd say if you wanted to get an LMO clone or an FK Mini or, anything that has this shape, I'd say this is probably one of the better options, just because it comes with a decent cable. It's good enough. I'm not going to change it out. It doesn't bother me. Comes with feet that you could interchange with G203 feet, so you put whatever kind of style feet you want on there. Comes with an updated 3389 sensor, Omron 50Ms for the switches, and yeah, it's pretty good mouse for the price of $45 on Amazon. The only real downside is the shipping takes forever. It took, I think, like a month or something like that for me to get this mouse in, but besides that, I think it's pretty dang good. It's definitely niche. It's definitely maybe something that you only whip out a couple times a month or something just to have fun with or something like that. Unless you really dig the mouse. Maybe a long-time G203 user might pick this thing up and start manning it, but it's cool to use, it's fun, and yeah, I think it's a pretty decent mouse. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Trying to hit the goal of 100 by the end of the month, so let's get her done, boys. Peace.